Well, that didn't last too long. The TCPA rule, the one-on-one rule where we can't robo-dial, we can't text as a business owner, mass text without prior consent. That is being delayed for a whole year. Or if the FCC comes in and says, "Hey, let's push this to earlier." But you know what? Let me just read this for you. I've got it for you. This way, there's no confusion. And I have a Google Doc where I outlined very shortly. This is a short video. What happened? Here we go. You ready? Let me share the doc. It's in the description. So if you want to read this, it's not very long. I'm going to just show you what happened here. This right here was filed or adopted January 24, 2025. You see that? It's released. Look how many pages this is. 1 and 2 and 2.5. That's it. Now, you can read it, but chances are you're going to be like, what the hell did I just read? So instead of that, why don't I just show you what I have for you? It's a lot easier to follow. Okay, and it's a Google Doc. I will also place this into the chat here for you. Here's what I got for you. So I said the FCC is postponing the effective date of revision to, that's the rule, from January 27th, which is just a few days away, to January 26, 2026, or earlier, if specified after court review. So if the court says earlier, hey, we reviewed it, we think that this is still going to pass, here's what's going to happen, there's a new date, and they'll give you 90 days, they said. But here, for me, number one, I didn't know this, but number one, check out who put this out, which makes a lot of sense because if you're like me, you're getting a whole bunch of texts from insurance companies saying, hey, did your insurance run out? Hey, do you need insurance? Well, the legal challenge, the Insurance Marketing Coalition, I didn't even know there was one, filed the petition challenging the rule. I didn't know that. And here's the concern. And it's really easy. Here's a concern that says, hey, there are some implementation concerns. We're not sure how fast these companies, these businesses can adapt. In fact, it's a disadvantage to small businesses. And there may be a lot of cost involved here. It's gonna disrupt some of these small businesses. And this one-to-one, that's the big issue, right? This one-to-one consent requirement, we like it, but it's almost impossible for us to do it. And here's the timing here. Timing, number 3. Judiciary were likely nearing a completion after December's oral argument because this was set out December 18, 2024. Where is this? Oral argument. The FCC wants to avoid imposing new burdens on businesses while the court case is still pending, right? So this also prevents businesses from facing potential private lawsuits because if you've been watching, there are also attorneys targeting the consumers, the regular consumer, everyone else out there and saying, hey, did you agree to have businesses contact you in any way? Right? And the answer is no. A lot of people are still going to be contacting people and there's going to be lawsuits over this. So there is a delay. So now you're wondering, what should we do? Well, here's what I'm going to do. We're still going to go move forward with this. We're still going to set up the consents for all of our website because listen, if they're still consenting to getting contacted by me with mass texting and robo-dialing and digital voice and all that, it's indefinite. We can keep on contacting them forever. And I don't want to spam people. I want to make sure that it's great forms of communication, quality value. And I would suggest that you go through your database right now and take a look and see who's on the do not call list. Who's on the do not call list so that when this runs through, you're ready to go and be like, dang, I never got these people to consent because I didn't send them any forms, right? So if you're with Lofty, they're already taking care of this, right? So pay attention. If you're concerned about your database as a whole, then I would go to Call Action. I'm going to put the link in the description. They've got this really cool tool that where you upload your whole database and it takes everyone through it and says, oh, these people are on the do not call. Make sure you get their approval, right? Anyway, now if you were rushed and you didn't know what the heck was happening, you've got some more time, I would still go ahead, get it all into place so you have nothing to worry about. Get the consent signed. If you have online leads, if you have a big database, any database, this way you can have any type of communication. Remember, we've been through the whole TCPA guidelines, what it includes, what it doesn't include. If you're interested in any of that, we have some videos. I'll put them in the description. I think we've had like 7 different webinars on this. But for now, there is a delay on it. And if you have any questions, message me. I'll answer them. Have an awesome day. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I'm not an attorney. Run this by your brokerage, run this by your attorney, and follow me and subscribe to my channel. Have an awesome day. And yes, my voice is still messed up from the smoke.